What's going on, guys, and welcome again to another video. We're having a lazy Saturday today. We're wrapping some Christmas presents. Well, actually my wife doing the whole work, but I just love to include myself with everything positive. I just love my name to be in there, you know. I did it as well. If it's positive, if it's not positive, I wasn't even there. I can't believe 2017 is almost over, and dude, I have way too many videos that I really need to do before the end of this year, and I just need to find time for it. Hopefully I'll do multiple videos from this sitting right here. I'll start with one, which is my top 10 designer list. Top 10 for winter, yeah, top 10 for winter designer list. It's getting a little colder here. You see me, I'm wearing a sweater, so if I wear a sweater in Los Angeles, that means it's getting cold. Anyway, let's just start off with my number 10, and that fragrance would be CRISTOBAL HOMME by Balenciaga. I don't know what happened to this fragrance. Nowadays on eBay, I checked the pricing on this one before I even do this video. It's just skyrocketed, just like $150, $120. I got this like, that's just a 30 ml, like a while back. Like I remember it was like less than $20. Now it's just like getting extremely crazy expensive. It's a very good juice though. It's a little bit on the I wouldn't say dated or like old schoolish vibe, but it gives a little bit of that vibe, but it still performs amazingly. It just lasts forever, and it got one of my favorite notes ever, which is benzoin and sandalwood. I believe it's got amber too, I'm not sure. It's sweet and somehow powdery with the benzoiny sandalwoody aspects. Number 9 on my list, it's a fragrance that everybody been doing giveaways and just reviewing lately, and that fragrance, it's 1821 man-made. It's a long name, Sweet Tobacco Spirit. This is a great juice, guys. I remember I got this juice when it was still unknown. Nobody knows about it. I paid actually for that bottle, I believe like $35. That's how much it costed that time. Nowadays it's like around $70 or so. So Sweet Tobacco man-made company, if you want to send me a bottle for a giveaway, or you know, don't send me a bottle for a giveaway. If you want to contact me or anything, so I can maybe do a giveaway on my channel and just send you the winner, so you can send them that bottle. I'll be more than happy. I don't need a bottle, I already have mine. So if you want more exposure on No Sponge channel, hey, you got it. My number 8 on my list, it's a fragrance I absolutely adore. I believe it was my number 1 winter designer for last year. I'm assuming if you guys are following my channel, you know which one it is. Most likely, it's a great fragrance. I believe it's one of the best leather-based designer fragrances ever made until this date. It lasts, it projects, but it's not like a big shouter, but it just leaves a really nice decent trail. It's got a nice sillage, but it's just, when it comes to like projection, it's not the biggest projector after the first hour or so, but I still love it. It lasts until like next day on me. I just don't, sometimes just get a nose fatigue and just don't smell it on myself, but I wake up next day and it's just like, it's like really popping out on my skin, and I love it. It's a leather blend by Davidoff. Such a great fragrance, guys. Honestly, if you love leather, vanilla, amber, I don't know, it's got a hint of rose as well, but it's not rosy at all. If you like this combination, just give this one a try. It's such a magnificent, amazing scent. My number 7 on this list, it's pretty much a rock star. Ever since it just came out last year, so it's a newer a fragrance compared to the other ones. There's some other newer ones here as well, but yeah, this one is alongside the newest I have in my collection. Well, I've been having it for a while, for months now, but this is the time I actually get to wear it more because of how strong it is. It doesn't really last as long as some other people. I was talking to Timmy the other day and he told me that it doesn't end on him. It lasts around 6-7 hours on my skin, which is still pretty good. I'm happy with like 6-7 hours. It's still way more than I thought it would be, to be honest. And that fragrance is Armani Code Profumo. Such a great fragrance, guys. Very classy for being sweet. I did a video on it, I would say last week or so when Timmy was visiting. Very classy for being a sweet Anka beanie dominant fragrance. It's got a big dose of leather as well. I love it. It's a compliment getter. I like a really compliment getter, and it doesn't smell young. My number 6 on my list is pretty much a fragrance nobody knows about. Well, if you follow my channel, this fragrance throughout the years been included on all or most of my top 10 winter lists because of how strong, beastly it is. It is a Middle Eastern house. I don't know the name of it. I'm just gonna have to read it in front of you guys. It calls RASIKH or RASIKH in Arabic. Such a wonderful, beastly. I have way too many strong beast mode fragrances, and this one easily one of the beastliest, is that how you say it? Anyway, the strongest fragrances ever. It's reminiscent but not identical to Tuscan leather. It's very leathery, very ambery, very vanillic. It's much sweeter than Tuscan leather, but you know, like some other fragrances, they are smell like Tuscan leather and they are like much sweeter, but when they are sweeter, the leather note is not as prominent on the other fragrances. This one, no, the leather is like right up in your face. Alongside that, it's got a little bit of oud and amber and vanilla. 2-3 sprays maximum and you're set with this one. And this one would last, I would say, like maybe 48-36 hours or so. It's just insanely strong. My number 5 on my list, it's pretty much a fragrance that's always on my winter list. I personally love it. I think it's the best incense based fragrance from the designer game. Honestly, I don't think it's that designery. It smells niche quality. It is niche actually, and it is from Tom Ford, and of course it is Sahara Noir. Honestly, I need a backup bottle of this. This is gorgeous, guys. It's a bit on the daring side for a lot of people. I can't believe it's marketed toward women, but it is very masculine. So you have to love incense to be able to appreciate this fragrance. It's got a lot of balsamic, ambery notes that it gives it some sweetness alongside the incense, and I think it makes it dark but very pleasing at the same time. I honestly believe any sweet notes combined with a very dark note makes this dark note tastes or smells way better, and that's how it works here in Sahara Noir. Such a great fragrance, guys. I don't recommend blind buying anything, but I highly recommend just go to Sephora and just try this fragrance out and see if it works on your skin and it works for you, because this one is not for the youngsters out there. This one, it's more classy, and I don't want to say mature. You have to try it out on your skin first. It gives you persona and personality, and it gives you like an edgy feel. Alright guys, we're getting closer here, and my number 4 on my list is a sleeper. I believe nobody talks about it. I don't understand why. It's a 2017 release, and I believe it's a magnificent release. It's Shalimar Souffle Intense. This fragrance, as you guys all know, it's marketed for women. It's a classic, the classic Shalimar from GUERLAIN. But honestly, I'm not the biggest fan of Shalimar. I think it's just way too powdery and could be a little outdated for a lot of people. This one, no. This one, I don't know, they mixed it up really well. and they made it very, very pleasing. Think Dior Homme Intense, or maybe Dior Homme Parfum, not entirely, but with added benzoin. Benzoin, it's absolutely one of my favorite notes, and added a jasmine. There's like, it's not very jasmine-y, but you can just detect the jasmine in the background, and it gives it a very nice smooth edge, in my opinion. I detect leather. It lasts and it projects, and it's a wonderful fragrance. And I got this actually from Fragrance Net for like around 30 something dollars, like $33 or so. So you can't go wrong with it. It's eau de parfum as well. Such a great fragrance, guys. Always try before you buy. But if you tried this fragrance already, please let me know in the comment section down below. What do you think of it? Am I crazy? Am I the only one, or what? So this is my top 3, guys, and on my number 3 here, it's another sleeper. Nobody talked about this fragrance but me. I already added, I believe, like in a top 5 or so. It was on my Halloween top 5, not because it just it smells funky, it just smells beautifully. And I honestly think you guys need to check this fragrance out because it just smells phenomenal. And that fragrance, it's from the house of Roberto Cavalli. Yes, Roberto Cavalli, and it calls Oud Alcazar. Links, or not links, title and links is gonna be in the description always. That was given to me by a friend, actually. We were from Linda. Shout out to Linda. I was in one of those fragrance events, not events, it's like a house party. It was just, well, there's a group here in LA that they really love fragrances. Shout out to you guys, all of you. And sometimes we just like gather up at somebody's house. We smell fragrances, we eat, we drink, we just have like casual fun just between us. And Linda, she brought this fragrance and she thought it was way too masculine on her, and she doesn't want it, and I took it. And dude, it's so good, guys. It's marketed for women, but I don't think women would really appreciate this unless you're one of those Middle Eastern Gulf countries women. That's their type of fragrances. They would really love this one. But for anybody else around the world pretty much who loves oud, he would love this one. I love this one especially that it's not so funky. It doesn't smell funky to me. It's more of a chocolatey, vanillic oud on my skin. It's got some leather and some woods in the backbone, so it's somehow leathery, woodsy, oudy, chocolatey, sweet with the vanilla. It reminds me somehow of Shea and Blue London Oud Alif. They don't smell alike like 100%, but it's like in the same vein. This one is like 10 times stronger though. This one is a beast, way too strong. It's an eau de parfum as well. It's still expensive on eBay. I thought it was just gonna, because of the name Roberto Cavalli, I thought it was just gonna be like really cheap on eBay or so. It's around like the $80, $90, $100 still on eBay, but just take a look and just keep an eye on it on eBay or so for a cheaper bottle, maybe in the future, or maybe Notino or Fragrance Net or X or one of those discounter sites. Get this one for cheaper, and if you can get it cheaper, this one is a sleeper. Alright guys, here's my number 2. My number 2, it's I believe, I don't know if it's like a 2017 or 2016 release. It's a newer release. I need to check, double check. SPICEBOMB Extreme. I love the original SPICEBOMB. I'm running low on my original formulation. I only got like a 50 ml bottle. It's like halfway full. But I always wanted to get myself a bigger original bottle, but I just got myself this and I'm not disappointed, to be honest. I got the kind of like a spicier, darker version, which is the original SPICEBOMB. and it's very strong. I don't need a lot of sprays either, and I don't wear it as much. Maybe I put on like 4-5 sprays and I'm like really good to go for a long time. This one is the same way too. I could be a little bit liberal with the sprays. I can put like 6 to 7 sprays, and I like really spray a lot. I'm an over sprayer myself, but I think because of the vanilla and how sweet and pleasing it is, it's okay. And especially you wear those type of fragrances when you're just like going out, or just like seeking somehow or somewhat of attention. So it's okay if you just overspray a little bit, just to be noticed. Honestly, if you don't spray enough, nobody would notice you. And this does the job, guys. It's very pleasing. I believe it's like on too many of other reviewers, like top 10 nowadays. I believe it's on Jeremy's like #1. Here's the thing, I would recommend you guys check this one out if you like SPICEBOMB and you don't own it, and see which one you like better and which one works on your skin chemistry better. So there you go, guys. Valentino UOMO Intense. Of course, it is on my #1 list for winter 2017/18. I love this one. I gave it on my review with Timmy. I'm just gonna put links always. 10.5 out of 10. Just because I loved your Intense. I have batches of the formulations that it has, and this one doesn't disappoint, guys. It's more vanillic, more tonka beanie. It's definitely more mass pleasing than Jerome Intense. I still love Jerome Intense, and I'm really happy to have it. I'm sometimes just crave it on its own, but sometimes I just crave this one, and surprisingly I just didn't add Jerome Intense into this list just because I don't want you guys to pay pretty penny for the old good formulations. I mean, if you have this, I think you're good to go. So this is pretty much it, guys. Thank you guys again for watching. Please let me know what you think of these lists. Please let me know what you're gonna be rocking this winter. I'm curious and I would love to know. And of course, please don't forget to give me those love likes. I always appreciate them. And don't forget to subscribe if you haven't already. And see you guys next time. Yeah, peace.